angry guy here, and a woman mocks men who earn less than $400,000 a year, despite only making $18 an hour herself. So I want to just jump right into this article with you guys because it just illustrates the insane hypocrisy that men are now living with. And, it's not going to stop anytime soon. But I want you guys to just see how women value themselves so much more than men, that they believe that just because of their marketplace value based on their sexuality, they are valued they are valued in this way compared to men. So anyway, let's just jump into it because this is pretty sad. It's really upsetting, and I can see why so many guys are using these reasons to just walk away from Western society, dating, relationships, and marriage. The article is titled "Woman Mocks Men Who Earn Less Than $400,000 Despite Only Making $18 an Hour Herself." And it says, let's go ahead and jump to it. Okay. So it looks like it just jumped ahead a bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know why auto rotation is actually off. But yeah, so basically the article illustrates how this woman, she works a minimum wage job, and she's only making minimum wage money. Okay, give me a moment while I just fix that for you guys because it looks like the page is kind of like doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to work. But she's making minimum wage money, and somehow she thinks that she deserves a guy who's making, almost $500,000 a year. And it's absolutely crazy. But it's a perfect example of how modern day women think and how they perceive their own value. So here it is. All right, let's go ahead and read this for you guys. I felt like just like jumping. I felt like just picking this up. The video shows the woman looking concerned, along with a caption, an account posted by a user who goes by at Tay3455 on the popular social media platform, shows a woman sitting in what appears to be a luxury car. Luxury car, I love that. With a text overlay that reads, "When I look up his salary and it's under $400,000. Wow." She pans the camera around to reveal her face, where she bites her lip and mouths, "What the F is that?" Right? And let's keep going. Okay. Many people thought the woman was being too judgmental, considering that very few Americans earn that amount of money. Many users who saw the video took her clip as the young woman being judgmental of the amount of cash that 99% of all Americans earn annually, less than 400,000 per year. There was a response to the aforementioned TikTok video, however, from another user on the platform who uploaded a clip of their own. Others, however, found a video where the woman claimed to be earning $18 an hour at what appears to be a gas station. Oh my goodness. The majority of their video is a repost of Tay 3455's. However, there is one key difference. At this official 2 appears to have found a screenshot of one of the woman's TikTok videos where she is at her job. Judging from the screenshots of the clip, it looks like the woman works at a restaurant, cafe, or bodega of some sort. A caption in the video reads, "Me making 18 an hour to drink iced tea." And by the way, guys, I'm pretty confident that if 4chan, 4chan wanted to, do an investigation and find out exactly where this is, yeah. So that works out to $37,440 annually. Assuming that she works 40 hours a week at this job, that comes out to $720 a week before taxes are factored in, and that multiplied by 52 weeks in a year means that she earns $37,440 annually. If she works 10 hours a week overtime, which would put her at the time and a half pay, $27 an hour, then she would earn $51,480 a year. And if she managed to work $80 an hour a week consecutively for a year, for 52 weeks, she would earn $93,600, or still less than one-fourth of the $400,000 reference she referenced in the first video at her current hourly wage. Okay. And let's keep on going. Unsurprisingly, this revelation led to some creative comments. And, Brody Strong says, "What do you bring to the table?" A number of TikTokers immediately threw shade in the woman's direction, with one person writing $400,000 to come home and dinner's not ready. Some pointed out the hypocrisy. Another penned, "A dude making $500,000 and up is not looking at your direction." Others were a bit more straightforward. Others, $400,000 a year, and I'd settle for her. Let's keep going. And then there were those who found the video she posted humorous. The jokes will always write themselves. Okay. One user calculated it would take the woman 10.6 years to earn $400,000. There was one TikToker who pointed out the annual salary of the President of the United States of America is $400,000 a year. She's looking for a lifesaver, another added, "Oh, bro." Another user thought it was apparent that the woman was looking to enter into a relationship with someone who would just foot the bill for their cost of living. She's looking for a lifesaver. No, this really looks like some sugar baby stuff, but or soft girl life, but whatever. The jury is out whether money is important in a relationship. Okay, so we're finished. So let's finish. That's the end of the article. But this really illustrates the modern thinking of most women, where women basically believe that, they can demand a guy, shell out an insane amount of money. Shout out to AP. Shout out to AP. Shout out to AP, longtime follower. Good to see you. Let me see. Eric says, "Please, oh my gosh, please, I make $45 as a security guard at the courthouse downtown Anchorage, Alaska. I still don't need or want." Oh, shoots. Okay. Yeah, Eric's pissed off. Sci-Fi Gamer says she really likes to judge wealthy men, yet she makes average income. Pathetic. I mean, yeah, and shout out to Jay Young. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. I mean, I like this comment. She really likes to judge wealthy men, yet she makes average income. I mean, and it's like what it is that it's a level of entitlement that women have today in Western society. I mean, keep in mind she views $100,000 as basic. Okay, like she wouldn't date a guy that makes less than $400,000. Guys, that's the minimum. That's her minimum. So you have to understand, $400,000. That means that she sees someone making $400,000 as basically barely a plan B guy. I want y'all to think about that. A guy making $400,000 for her is like barely a plan B guy. Okay? Because when she gives you that number, really what she views that guy as a plan C guy. All right? That's a plan come up guy. Because she's going to use that guy to come up and to enrich her own life until she can then move to the plan B guy. Because what she really wants is a millionaire. Okay? Let me make that very clear. So that $400,000 is not enough for her. Okay? $400,000, that's not enough for her. After he's done paying, taxes, after he's done paying taxes, rent and all these other things, How much of that is she going to be able to get for herself? Think about that. So she's not looking for a guy making $400,000. All right, she's looking to use a guy maybe making $400,000 as a come up. All right, until she can transition to the plan B guy who's making millions of dollars. Okay, I'm just being very straight with you. A guy making, I've said that to you guys before, that many of y'all think that you're plan B guys. You're like, Angry, I make over $100,000 a year. They call you broke boys. You make $120,000 a year. They call you broke boys. This is what y'all to understand. All right, a guy making 100, they think of those guys as broke boys. Okay, those are broke boys to them. They treat a guy making $100,000, $120,000 a year as a plan D guy now. All right, that's a plan D guy. For some, maybe for some, barely a plan C, but for a lot of guys, they call a guy making $100,000 a year now a broke boy. And obviously, we know that's not the case, but you have to understand their mindset. So they treat guys who make that kind of money as plan D guys, plan desperate. Okay? You know, a guy making $50,000 a year, which is what roughly $56,000 is what the average guy makes. They view those guys as basically a plan Z guy, which is terrible because plan Z guys are guys, you know, who don't have jobs. They're not, you know, they're not going anywhere. They're the guys that women stay clear of. But if a woman hears that a man makes $50,000 a year, she's gonna steer clear of him. She's going to view him as not even a plan D guy. All right, like she's basically gonna say, I wouldn't be with him even if I was desperate. I would not be with that guy making his little $50,000 a year, even if I was desperate. That's the attitude of the typical American woman today, typical Western woman. All right. Even if she was desperate, she wouldn't be with a guy making $50,000 a year. There are so many women right now who are homeless, who are living in their cars, who are in very, very difficult situations. And they are, in their minds, going to stay there until they find the plan B guy. They won't settle any less than a plan C guy, which are these guys making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But their plan B guy is usually a millionaire. And you have to really comprehend that. And, you know, I mean, I'm looking at the comment from Tojai, and he says they're greedy. You know, less than 400,000 will last you for life somewhere else. That's true, but they don't care. You have to understand that, you know, they spend, I was looking at this estimate someone gave. They spend thousands on purses, hundreds on shoes. I was shocked when I discovered that women can spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes. Like, what? You know, I used to see commercials or TV shows where like, oh, she just spent $100 on a pair of pumps or $200 on a pair of heels. And you're like, oh gosh, women wasting money on shoes. And now you're seeing like $1,000 on a pair of shoes that she only wears one time or never even wears. And I'm like, are those a pair of Jordans? You know, those better be a pair of Jordans, you know? Because like a pair, and the irony is like they buy these clothes, they buy the shoes, they buy so many things that the moment they purchase them and take it out of the store, it immediately loses its value. It immediately loses its value. Once it's out of season, no one wants it anymore. And this is the way that they live their lives. And it's absolutely insanity. But this is the way modern day women think and behave in Western society. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content, you want to see more of it, so YouTube will show you more of it. But I mean, guys, this is the society, this is the world that we now live in, where women believe that they can, and I talked about this. She makes $36,000 a year working at McDonald's, all right? But she only dates NBA players. She only dates athletes. Like, this is the honest to goodness truth. And like, when you talk to these girls, right, and you ask them questions a lot of times, you know, if they're honest, they'll admit, you know, have you dated this person or have you slept with them? Like, have you, you know, and if they're honest, they'll admit, well, I just slept with them. We didn't actually date, you know, we only slept together. But most women, a lot of women, maybe most women, they won't admit to it. They're like, oh, I've dated millionaires. I've dated athletes, right? You've dated athletes? Really? Where did he take you? To his hotel room? To his hotel room? Right? Like really, what are you even thinking? You know? Oh, you know, what'd you eat? We didn't eat anything. Did you even have, I mean, so we had some wine, and then we were just so into each other that, you know, it just happened after that. What? That's not a date, that's a hookup. You know, but a lot of them, they can't live with it. They can't live with it. They can't accept it. They can't own up to it, that's all it was, you know? And they just go through these relationships one after another, hooking up with these guys who don't actually give a cluck about them. You know, and then of course they look at good men and they crap on good men. You know, they see good men and they're like, you're not good enough for me. You know? And it's sad. They look at good men and they go, you're not good enough for me. What does it actually mean? You know? Only 14% of the US population are 6 feet or taller. And only 10% of men are 6'1" or taller. 10%. And these women want a man who's at least 6 feet. Many of them are looking for 6'3" even. A man that makes hundreds, if not millions of dollars per year. And he's going to be their best friend. He's going to be their provider, protector, best friend. He's going to do everything for them. He's going to change their tire. He is going to be everything. And he's going to worship them because they are goddesses. And he will provide someone that will do the cooking and the cleaning. And I'm like, what? See, what women really want to do in modern society is to basically turn men into domestic servants who pay for the honor to be in their presence. That's really what it is. That's what women have now. They've basically graduated to godhood, where they want to be worshipped, and they tell each other, only get a man, you know, when you only get a man that's going to worship you. Okay? He's going to worship you. And he's basically going to pay for the privilege of being in her presence, of allowing him to be in her presence, of allowing him to serve her. They believe that they are gods. And, you know, guys, I've talked about, you know, the golden vagina. This is what we have in society today. Just like we had the golden calf, today we have the golden vagina. And we know exactly what God did about that. And women cannot repent. In fact, they believe that God has ordained this for them. And God is going to give them the man that worships them because they are goddesses. They believe that God, his purpose is to also serve them. This is an amazing concept. They don't believe in serving God. They believe in God serving them. It's unbelievable. But guess what? Nothing lasts forever. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, man, walking away. And cheers.